Hello, everybody. So, today we're going to be working on a very particular 1 minute drill. So, a lot of the time we focus on posture and how that impacts our dancing. One of the things I want to offer to you right now is that the way that you carry yourself also impacts your posture. So, yes, can it be a mechanical approach? Absolutely. But I want to talk about this approach, how you carry yourself, how you hold yourself. Do you feel that you belong here? Do you feel like you can show up and then be the dancer in that moment that you want to be? Do you feel like I have a right to move my body, right? Like getting really clear on how you can be there for yourself and present yourself to yourself in a way that you feel really effing good about you. So let's dialogue with our body and have this conversation of, hey, body, hey, mind, I want to hold myself in a high regard for the next minute and how that impacts your posture. So I can get my posture mechanically, like I said, like this, and boom, and soft knees. I'm not locked, and my feet are within my hip joint, absolutely, and my chest is nice and lifted. So I can get there mechanically, and that's where you're gonna start off. So if you haven't already, go ahead and get in that positioning, right? Our minute hasn't started. You're gonna get in that positioning, and then what you're gonna do is start to believe that you get to stand this way and own it, to get to be in this kind of experience of yourself where you're just like, I'm amazing right now, right here in this body with all of my capabilities and with whatever lack of capabilities you have. It really is okay. The full spectrum of who you are right now without changing a thing, right? Let's have that conversation with your body that when you stand with this posture, it's not like, oh, I'm in a nice posture because I can be here and I'm in proper posture, or I can be here. And I'm like, look, I'm going to take authority over my own physical being and how I show up for myself. And now our minute starts, right? So you're going to hold yourself in this high level of regard. Like you're like, yeah, this is me. This is my body. I get to be here and I appreciate who I am right now. That only layers and complements the mechanical approach to your posture. Because listen, as you're holding this, we're just keeping that minute, right? As you're holding this posture right now, you can go out onto a stage, right? And dance where your posture is sound. Like the mechanical approach, the stacking of your body is sound. But how you may have felt during your experience of dancing may be less than, not enough. Oh, I didn't really give all of myself. I didn't show up to the fullest that I could have. I didn't believe that I could do it, right? There's all these mental things that will impact your presentation, even if my posture is mechanically there. So, what I want you to think about and want you to consider is that how you bring your mental game to your body makes a difference, right? We're almost to the minute, right? You're still going to hold that. And you'll notice that there's going to be this feeling, if you hold it even into 2 minutes, there's going to be this feeling that will start to bubble and then eventually erupt from you because it's so strong. But it's a skill and one that you want to practice in being there and owning how you are right now without changing a thing in your body. Yeah? How you talk to yourself and just saying, I am a human, I have a body. You can start from a neutral place and then level it up into the next rung of the ladder. Like, oh, I like my eyebrows. I just got them threaded too. I like my eyebrows. I like the way my hair falls down on my shoulders as I move. I love the way I speak to people. I love that I care. I love how I show compassion when I give people hugs, right? It's just that dialogue, that conversation that you can acknowledge about who you are in that moment as you hold your posture. And if you want to keep holding it, please do. I'm going to, right? But if you're like, whew, that was hard to stand in that, it's okay. It's okay that it's hard. Get back in it and then maintain it for a minute and 10 seconds, a minute and 20 seconds, a minute and 30 seconds until you start to build this discipline around holding yourself in that high regard, right? So, what I ultimately want you to really think about is when I am holding my posture, what is happening up here versus only from the neck down? How do I relate to myself? How do I carry myself? What is this experience I'm having in this moment as I'm having this posture? Because I can have great posture and do this, all of this movement, or I can have the posture and this confidence that I'm carrying within my body right now as I am today without changing a thing, and then execute my movement, right? There's this like lack of apology that happens. There's this boldness that happens, right? There's this genuine feeling that comes from a place deep within that will start to bubble and eventually erupt, right? Hold that minute, have that kind conversation, that kind and compassionate conversation with yourself as you're holding your posture. See what comes up for you and allow that conversation of what came up for you to also be kind and compassionate. All right? I'll talk to you soon, dancers.